The primary election was a big night for the Democratic Party, which featured hotly contested races for Lieutenant Governor and Congressional District 1, among others. Joining us now with more is Party Chair Makai Freitas. Aloha and good morning, Makai. Thank you so much for stopping by with us.
Thanks for having me. Appreciate it.
What are your takeaways from Saturday night?
Well, as like you just talked about, there's some very close races, the closest we've seen in a long, long time. Like you also just mentioned, were some highly publicized races, and we saw how those ended up. You know, one thing that stuck out to me was a lot of first-time candidates and how they did. They gave some long-time incumbents a run for their money, which means they worked hard, which also means that they took the time to engage in their communities and find out what those community issues were and try to come up with solutions to move the communities forward. So I was very impressed with that.
You folks had the big breakfast yesterday morning. Of course, the focus now shifts over to November with the general election.
Yes.
What is that focus for the Democratic Party?
You know, focus is basically to rally everybody in, circle the wagons, so to speak. Even those who were unsuccessful Saturday night, stay engaged with the party. Continue to try to move us forward, with people who supported you. Looking at other key races, not just here, but also on the mainland, in our congressional representatives. Where can we focus, and where can party resources be used to maximize efficiency with those?
That'll be a big one come midterm time. If you look down ballot, there were some really interesting races, some strong performances from Democrats that are challenging incumbent Republicans. There's 10 incumbent Republicans in the House. About 7 of those had Democrats double them up in vote tally in the primary. I know they weren't running against each other, but do you look at that as some races that you could potentially flip?
Absolutely, and I know those 3 or 4 individuals involved, and some of them is first-time candidates. Some of them have ran a few times, and yeah, it just shows through their work ethic, also their integrity as people. I think they're gaining support not just because of Democratic parties behind them, but more because of who they are and how they represent the communities the right way.
Now, as far as voter turnout, not a great one, right? It avoided being the worst turnout that we've seen in Hawaii. We did have 40,000 votes coming on Saturday night that helped with that. But when you look at some of the political corruption and then some of the low voter turnout, what's the message as far as just trustworthiness for the Democratic Party?
For the first part of your question, in a non-presidential election year, voter turnout, it will be on a natural decline. To answer the second part of your question, that's not something that can happen overnight. From a party standpoint, we believe in due process. So the legal process has to take its course, for that part. As far as rebuilding trust, rebuilding trust in the communities and the public, I understand that. I understand their viewpoints, I understand their frustration, and it's warranted, I get it. So for us as a party, we need to move forward just operating a high level of transparency and integrity and continue to do things the right way and uphold, the laws of our society.
Quick breath, and then November's right around the corner. Yeah. Makai Freitas, thank you so much for stopping by with us this morning.
No, thank you for having me, man.